about almost a year ago when we were thinking about 2020 and thinking about just all the different ways that we wanted to recognize this important milestone of the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which gave white women the right to vote, right? And so, thinking about kind of our usual stuff and our usual programs and thinking about how we can weave this theme into a series of different events throughout 2020. And then we just thought, wow, it's such a big milestone. Wouldn't it be great if we could just think bigger, right? And think about a way to attract a larger audience and also kind of bring something permanent or at least semi-permanent into the community.
First of all, I was very pleased when you guys first surfaced because we're always, the Public Arts Commission is always very interested in any type of public art project. We just have an open door policy. And if somebody has any, bit of an idea, we're happy to just talk it out and see where it can go. And, that led us to putting together we zeroed in on the mural. We zeroed in on the wall, got, Scott Zukin involved, which was, he was a great partner, very, very happy to be on board. And then that put out the call for art. Which I thought was another great success. Lots of attention, lots of good submissions. Only one really fantastic submission, but lots of good response.
It's been pretty cool to be the design chosen, and it was a really fun process. I learned a ton about women's suffrage, which the whole movement. I mean, I knew the gist, but I really dove in and got to learn a lot about my history as a female, and also about the fund, and even more so too about what the Public Arts Commission does for the borough. I wanted it to be impactful and bold, and I think that was also because of my heart in the messaging of this celebration. I had a gentleman stop. His grandmother was a suffragette, and so wow. he pulled over, and I have tons of stories which I need to write down and probably share. And he stopped and told us the whole story of her. And another woman pulled over and just wept, just stood there and wept as we were painting. And, wow. And that is the power of this piece. And being a part of that has been really moving. Wow. Beyond kind of anything I expected. Being able to do something local right in my own backyard and have them, my mom and, people painting alongside me is pretty cool. But there's a salon right at the end of that alley, and they were wonderful. And the barber there told me that his daughter turned 18 right a few days before this election. And so he had the idea, like they went and voted, and then he brought her over to the wall to take a picture in front of the mural. And he's like, man, I just thought it was the coolest idea. And he said that entire day, he just sat there and watched countless taking pictures. And he said, I really wish I could, like, someone was here to see, like you were here to see it.
It's positive, and it's a celebration of such an important milestone, but also the need to pass the baton because there's still so much to be done and so much to look, ahead to. And so I think, that was an important message for us, and it was awesome to see how much that came out in your submission and how it spoke to you.
The most impactful thing has been the aftermath. Clearly this is the first of its kind with regard to a public art piece here in town. And since you got going with the actual painting, the phone's been ringing effectively. We get emails of people saying, hey, how can I get involved? How can I be, tell me more about the Public Arts Commission and what do you guys do and how can I help? And it's really just been a fantastic piece for just promoting public art here in town. We want to see this kind of thing, and the fund brought it, and we made it happen, and now it's feeding another thing that's coming awesome. Around, and it's so it's just a win-win for public art in Westchester.